Today we have several nominees on the agenda, as well as two bills that we'll be voting on. The following nominees are on the agenda for the first time, and the other side has asked that they be held over this week, so that the following nominees will be held over this week: John Bush, 6th Circuit; Kevin Newsom, 11th Circuit; and Damian Schiff, Federal Claims. Today we'll vote on Mr. Boyd's nomination to be Assistant Attorney General for Legislative Affairs. I've held over the nomination last time that we met because I was waiting for responses from the Department of Justice. I've had some productive conversations with the department leadership on this issue. I've received some responses. I think we have a conversation going, so if it continues as it has, I'm going to be willing to move Mr. Boyd's nomination out of committee. I understand that the department is actively working on Senator Durbin's request as well, and of course the committee is still waiting for and expects full responses to my inquiries, particularly the ones that I've identified as high priority, and I expect continued cooperation as his nomination moves to the floor. And in regard to Senator Durbin's request, I don't want anybody in the executive branch of government to think that just because a Democratic senator makes a request for oversight or information or documents, that it shouldn't be respected the same as any Republican member or is the same as any committee chairman. The first bill on our agenda is Trafficking Victims Protection Act of 2017, S. 1312. It would extend some of the key grant provisions that were last authorized under the Trafficking Victims Protection Act 2013. These programs make resources available so that human trafficking survivors can get the help they need to recover from this terrible crime. Senators Feinstein, Cornyn, Klobuchar, Hatch, Leahy, Crapo, Coons, Tillis, Blumenthal, Corker, Rubio, Brown co-sponsor. We work closely with the Human Trafficking Victims Advocacy on the development of this bill, which calls for specializing training of judges and federal investigators on human trafficking. We also included language to promote the training of school personnel on how to respond to potential victims. The bill requires the FBI to report on the status of innocent loss initiatives and calls for other federal agencies to report more crime data to the FBI. The bill also updates the Missing Children's Assistance Act, which has authorized activities carried out by the National Center of Missing and Exploited Children. Another provision that's crafted by Ranking Member Feinstein gives prosecutors new tools to use against human trafficking. And to save time, I'm going to skip the paragraph and put it in the record of all the major organizations that support the bill. The second bill on our agenda is the Abolish Human Trafficking Act, S. 1311. And I'll give Senator Cornyn at a proper time that this bill comes up to explain it if he wants to. I'm the original co-sponsor. Senators Klobuchar, Feinstein, Coons, Hatch, and others also co-sponsor. Now I'd like to turn to Senator Feinstein.
Thanks very much.